Growing up, dogs were always members of our family. I adore their unconditional companionship, and I connect with their ability to express and understand emotion. That makes them great subjects for photographs. Today, we're going to spend some time with man's best friend, and with one of our favorite cameras, the Sony a6300. Our dog-filled day began with Barney, the Shih Tzu, a licensed therapy dog with a number of talents, including dog agility courses.
He's been doing it for about a year, but he's climbed the ladder pretty quick. And it tops out at level 4, where he's done pretty much all the apparatuses. And he just fell right in love with it. Like, he just absolutely loves this place. And when we pull up, he just goes nuts.
If Barney is the little dog that can do everything, the a6300 might be considered the Barney of the camera world. Featuring a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor and a completely revamped 4D AF system with 425 phase detection AF points, the a6300 is capable of very fast continuous shooting.
Ring it. Good boy.
24 megapixels provides plenty of detail and room for cropping.
Weave, 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 weave. Good boy.
That happened a lot quicker than I expected.
Jump.
The a6300 can capture full-resolution images at 11 frames per second with continuous autofocus, allowing us to shoot quick bursts while Barney worked on his hurdle routine.
Jump.
This means we can pick the peak action shot later on.
So we're gonna have Barney jump through the hoop to see if we can get a perfectly clear shot of him right there in the middle of it, airborne.
Tire, tire.
The camera's getting distracted by the high contrast blue and orange objects in the background, and the strictly overhead light is making Barney be in the shadows quite often. I'm just getting a lot of back focused shots. So we want to get this great shot of Barney midair in the middle of this hoop, and it's a little dark in here, so we need a bit more depth of field, so we brought in a couple of strobes. And what I've got is I've got my key here, and then I've got a fill bouncing off of this white table so that it's not really harsh copy stand lighting, and there's some soft light and some hard light mixing in.
Come on, tunnel. Tire.
Haha.
After all the running and jumping, our talent was exhausted. So we decided to break for lunch. Norm's is a dog-friendly bar and restaurant in Fremont, Seattle. A good spot for some low-light family portraits.
All right, both of you guys look at the camera. Ready? Very nice.
Diced chicken or hamburger, which one?
Even at higher ISO sensitivity settings, JPEGs contain plenty of detail, and the a6300's autofocus performs well. After lunch, we said goodbye to Barney.
Thank you so much for having us. And
Great.
hey, Barney, hunch it. Attaboy.
And headed to a nearby park with DP Review's four-legged friends, Boda and Styx, to test the camera's durability.
Please don't. Oh, it's in good working order. Just a couple little scratches on the paint.
And the resolution of its 24-megapixel sensor.
Yeah.
Then it was time to play ball and give the AF system a run for its money.
All right, go ahead.
And we do mean run.
This is a scenario where AF wide is, for the most part, working very well at picking the subject for me. Only occasionally it gets caught up by blades of grass, but as long as I am sure I've got a solid lock on the dogs, it really does a great job of sticking to her. Such a cutie. Such a jerk.
While the dogs were distracted by the ball, I was distracted by other things.
Monitor brightness. Manual. Sunny weather. Oh my goodness. Oh man, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So that one was great because she went all the way out to the side of the frame and it stuck to her. I'm through and through a dog person. Although I love cats too. And rats. I think they're all great pets.
The a6300 can shoot 4K video at up to 30 frames per second, and 1080p at up to 120 frames per second for great looking slow motion footage.
This is some cold ass water. All right, I'm ready.
The a6300 is weather sealed, which is handy when you're working around wet dogs. Barney, Styx, and Boda all have loving homes, but there are plenty of dogs that aren't so fortunate. For our final photo session, we headed to the Motley Zoo, a local animal rescue organization, to shoot some portraits of dogs awaiting adoption.
I'm Jamie, and this is Motley Zoo Animal Rescue. This is our Rockstar Treatment Dog Daycare facility. Our animals are in foster homes, so we're not a traditional shelter, so it's a little bit different, and it's the first place of its kind. Photos make all the difference in the world because more than 75% of the people that are looking at the animals are looking online. Just changing one photo can make the difference between the animal getting adopted today or in 3 more weeks.
We're going to see if we can help Jamie find these dogs a home by capturing some professional-looking canine portraits.
So right now we're just getting the background set up. A little gray seamless here to give him a nice clean backdrop. We've got our TTL controller light here that is going to fire out and trigger the other 2 lights. And the camera is going to take a sort of meter reading on all lights on and determine the exposure, and then it's going to flash again for the actual exposure. Hey, big fella.
This is Hugh Hefner.
Hey, Hugh Hefner. In TTL, it's trying to get even amounts of exposure between the light. And that's fine, but it's just a little flat. So I'm going to actually play with the ratios a little bit and try and make this light overpower that light to give it a bit more shape. There we go. In a perfect world, of course, she wouldn't be in the shot, but thankfully we can retouch that out because aside from that, this is a great shot. I can lighten up this shadow area a little bit and really make it nice. Now, which one's he?
This is Archie.
Archie. Oh, perfect. The dogs are getting a bit more comfortable with the lights, and I'm getting a little more comfortable with the camera and the lights myself. So yeah, I think we're really starting to catch our groove now.
Here are my top tips for taking portraits of dogs. Use off-camera flash. A second light can help fill in harsh shadows from the main light. Shoot from the dog's eye level. Finally, use sound to get their attention.
When in doubt, photo pic. Perfect!
While the lights were still set up, we took a quick portrait of Jamie, the shelter's owner, for her social media.
Yes!
Using the a6300's built-in Wi-Fi, I was able to send her a picture directly from the camera via my phone. As we were wrapping up, we got a pleasant surprise.
He's all ready.
Archie, the Jack Russell we just photographed, found a new home. Satisfied with the camera and our shots, we said goodbye, closing the book on an excellent day with man's best friend. For DP Review, I'm Sam Spencer.
Hey Lou, I saw my name Barney on the call sheet. Something about agility training.